Hello, my name is Nathan Clark, and this is Dropping Knowledge. Hey, I just want to thank everybody for all the positive feedback. If you have any topics that you want me to cover, please reach out. We're trying to get to all those. So thanks again. Today, we're going to be talking about surfactant leaching. And this is a great topic going into the next 2 or 3 months because this is when this phenomena happens most of the time. Now, it happens in the spring also, but we kind of forget about it at this point in the year. So, what is a surfactant? What is surfactant leaching? Well, surfactant leaching is like a tan or brown substance that will form on the paint film, on a latex paint film, because inside that, so we talked about the acrylics last episode and how they work. So we have an acrylic binder, acrylic resin, and then we have a solvent, and then we have binders that keep everything together. And then there's something called a surfactant. And surfactants are what help paint level out and cure the way we want them to. Well, they're very necessary for the curing of the paint, but sometimes they can get stuck on the surface. So as that paint is curing, that surfactant can get stuck on the surface of the paint, and that's when you get that sticky, slimy, soapy residue on there. So it's not really going to affect the durability of the paint or the actual functionality of the paint. It's only going to make it look bad. This is an aesthetic issue where the customer can make a decision, but typically they want their house to look pretty. That's typically the reason why they're painting, besides just protecting. So, how do we avoid this? Well, we can use Latitude. Latitude is a great product that has climate flex technology, and that means that it has early moisture resistance. Someone's out there painting, and they know the rain's coming, and they only have 3 hours before it's going to hit. Or they're flirting with that. Latitude is the way to go. This time of year, where the dew point is so close to the ambient temperature of the daytime, and the temperatures are dropping really quickly, the dew point's going to cause issues if we don't watch out for it. So, what is dew point? I guess just talk about that real quick in case anybody asks, or how it works. Let's say you're painting a house and it's 68 degrees. You started at noon. The high is 68, and the dew point is 63. So you get done painting the house at 5, and at 7:30, the dew point is at 63, and the temperature gets there. The house is going to be wet. So if we're not using a product that has early moisture resistance, we're going to have problems. Now, this is not 100% a cure-all. Using Latitude will definitely give us our best chance, but we need to educate our customers about the worries of surfactant leaching this time of year. So as long as we're paying attention to dew points, we're watching out for rain, watching out for frost, and we're talking to our customers about it. That's the most we can do, so we don't have any problems. We've already had problems with it this year. You can also get surfactant leaching on the inside of a wall. Also, we've probably seen it a lot in bathrooms. It's a good place to see it. I have a bathroom in my house that has a vent fan in it, but it just cannot ever cure out properly. So I get those on there, and we just have to wipe them off. And after about a couple months of wiping them down, it goes away, and I don't really mind it too much because I know what's happening. So that's a good way to avoid it. There are some products that could probably help with moisture resistance at that point too, depending on the color. And color can definitely have an impact. The darker the color, can show the surfactant leaching even worse. So, what's the fix? So, let's say you do get a house, you paint a house, and you get surfactant leaching on there, and you have this streaky brown, soapy looking substance on there. Well, if it's the next day, next morning, sometimes you can rinse it off because it's not truly part of the film. It's not left it yet. It's not, so it's just kind of lost in limbo, and it's still wet. You can rinse it off sometimes. Sometimes you can take a soft bristle brush and knock it off and get rid of that surfactant. The sooner you get to it, the better off you are, because the more it cures, it's actually going to get hard and then make it even harder to get off. Your other option is to go ahead and wash it, uh, hit it with a bristle brush, soft bristle or stiff bristle, depending on what you're dealing with, and then repaint it with something like Latitude. That's going to give us our best chance to not have surfactant leaching. So hopefully this has not been very knowledgeable for you. This is a good way to stop complaints coming into the fourth quarter here with surfactant leaching. It's a good way to talk to our customers that we know what we're talking about, and we can bring this to market and just keep those ideas coming in, and happy selling, guys.